I make these videos because I want to educate, but I also want to let you guys know what to do, what not to do if you want to be where you want to be. So stay tuned if you want to find out going enlisted to officer and with some of the issues I'm currently having as I'm putting my package or preparing my package. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into the topic, and that is my officer package. What's going on? People are constantly asking still, when are you going to officer? You have a degree. This doesn't make sense because the program I'm going for only goes once a year. But I'm going through another hurdle, another battle I'm having. If you want to watch the first part of this year's application period, what my struggle was there, as far as letters of recommendation, my advice there, go watch that one first. This one is kind of like me going through the process again. So with any officer package that you want to go for, I'm not going to break it down to the basics. I've just generalized information here. Every program is different what they require, so I can't cover how you're going to become a lawyer, a surface warfare officer, a pharmacist, a doctor. They all have different requirements, so I don't want to go into that. But I'm going to go into one thing that I do think most people should understand if you're joining the military and you want to go officer is you are obligated to a certain job that you already have. Now, many of you guys probably understand this, but I was a pharmacy technician before as a hospital corpsman, and then I went to Independent Duty Corpsman School. I did that partially as a way to boost my package to show increased responsibility, which that obviously has done that. Also to see if I really wanted to do patient care to become a physician assistant, which I'm not really feeling that because I don't want to do the 2 years of schooling. That's kind of how I feel right now. That may change as I get more eager, but as of right now, I'm working on my master's for healthcare administration. But to go back to that, I did go to another specialty C school, Independent Duty Corpsman School. Now, I was released from my community, from the pharmacy technician community, to go to Independent Duty Corpsman because there was more of a demand. So understand that even if you want to switch a job, you want to commission, you want to do any of that, understand your current community that you are gained by in the Navy is typically going to want to keep you, unless wherever you're going is desperately undermanned and they want to move you over. And I know a lot of you guys want to change jobs, and this is kind of like me changing a job overall, essentially. To IDC school, passed, I came to Japan. Awesome. I got my bonus, I got my rank, I was excited. Now, talking with other people that before I even joined the Independent Duty Corpsman community field were saying you would be able to be released. They do conditional releases all the time. That's how IDCs get to go to PA school. Now I want to kind of get the letdown of what's happening is I have an obligation to become an Independent Duty Corpsman and do that job. I understand that. I'm a little upset. I'm not mad, but I get it. Obviously, the Navy sent me to IDC school to get money out of me to go do that job. But it's frustrating because now I'm like, I have to wait, but I'm still going to apply, see what happens. You never know. And as many of you guys may understand, these things change constantly. So the fact that I need a conditional release to be released from my community to go officer, that's variable right now because it's year by year, case by case, whatever's going on. And I will say, if you guys are looking to go nuke, I did notice that anybody in the nuke community does require one for going to OCS, going to officer development school, versus like med school, doctor, stuff like that. You picking your job out of just being a civilian could actually hold you back as well. Who knows? But I'm not trying to put anyone down because, like I said, this changes all the time. Even for my case scenario, I reached out to people that were in my field, our enlisted community manager, and that mouse chief was like, yeah, you gotta wait. And then even with one of the people that reviews all the packages, she said I have to wait. So at this point, I think I might just submit just to show my intentions and interest even now, and to build those relationships, get my package together. Again, not the end of the road. I'm just working on my degree right now for commissioning because honestly, people that have a bachelor's for healthcare administration are not as likely to be selected versus somebody that obviously has a master's. There's a lot of people out there that have masters, but I'm also working on other things as well because you don't just get the degree and say, yes, I'm the best applicant because I meet the minimum requirements. So there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to, such as doing my Green Belt Lean Six Sigma project and also doing a patient administration course and looking to build upon my healthcare administration knowledge as far as certificates and all those things go, because as much as you can just meet the requirements, I don't think many people understand that when you are going to become an officer, you're saying, I'm the best of the best, I'm I'm competitive, and you gotta realize there's people out on the street that are looking for those spots as well, which it's weird because they know more about you at 10 years in, like I am. They have a track record. You would think that would give more leverage, but it really doesn't, because there's certain spots for prior enlisted, certain spots for people coming from out in the civilian world. So understand that it's not just like, hey, you got a ton of experience, you're enlisted prior, and you meet all these basic requirements, you're gonna meet it, because a lot of people in the Navy or the military in general are fighting to become an officer. They wanna make the extra money. They want to get the respect. They want to, get all the benefits of becoming an officer just like you do. So it is difficult. It's a lot longer process than many of you guys think. I'm kind of documenting this to show you guys that my dream is not ended. My dream is still coming along. It's just taking a little longer, and it's part of the journey. It's not something that is like snap your fingers and you get there. But if you guys do have questions about the military, going, commissioning, or whatever, and specific to your program, like I said, I can't answer everything. I'll probably ask you to Google something first. Enlisted to officer, whatever type of officer you want to be. And then look that up. If you need more clarification, I can help you out, or ask someone that may know the answer as well. But if you have other questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.
Talks about me.